It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants, leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Giants and the Cowboys under the lights.
First known as
Sunday
the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
And they will finally run him down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Cooks going in motion. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Pistol now for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Prescott again. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Prescott. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
First and 10. The run here with Devin Singletary. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
They'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Set. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Check go.
They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put them in a good matchup, let them go win, and give them a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of the Giants has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First down, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now DAL. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Open man, left side. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run with DAL. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Prescott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. To throw is Prescott. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On fourth down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Singletary. He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Singletary. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Dak to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott now. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. On play action, here's Dak. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll stay on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pistol now for Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Jones. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the 1st.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown, New York. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a toss, right side. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Third down and 9.
Here we go, get set.
From the gun, it's Jones. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson.
And another great throw right there, Mike, and when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, they've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll move move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That his second touchdown tonight. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7. Sets up 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. The open man is Tolbert. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Now Jones. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball. as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go. Set go.
Now, a handoff to Singletary. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Back to throw. He'll look middle here, and he get it to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back is Wentz. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
He has Hyatt complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Here we go, here we go. Listen.
Here's Wentz. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Go, go. Hold on.
On second down, it's Singletary. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
What's your son?
To throw, here's Wentz. DAL is short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal.
What's your son?
They'll look to run with Singletary. Powering forward. He's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now.
Yeah, here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Singletary. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. He is in. DAL Robinson. Touchdown, New York. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Pistol now for Prescott. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Prescott again. in the middle of the field. It's taken by C.D. Lamb.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Yeah, here we go. Right take.
Third and short. Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
So, instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They're going to motion the tight end over here. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
On the handoff, Singletary. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll look to throw here on first down. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal, They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, He was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run with DAL. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and 6. Now Prescott. He'll try to hit him with a screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now DAL. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a first down picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Got his man at the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Yeah! There you go!
Prescott. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys cut into the lead a little bit. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Giants sending out their punter. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! What do you think?
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
What do you think?
2nd down, Prescott. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw again. Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've opened up a big lead already. Try to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10.
Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jordan Travis, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Singletary. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like take.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
Here's a carry for Dowdle, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Dak gonna run with it himself. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the give, it's Singletary. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8. Now Mike McCarthy not happy with that call, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play,
so the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run here with Singletary. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's got another one. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Jack to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What do you think? Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And we'll take you back through some of the highlights. Been plenty of room to run, and he has taken advantage of it. Already over 100 yards in this one. He got it early, he got it often, and the defense hasn't gotten much of him. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much, because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah! There we go!
3rd and goal for Prescott. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second down and 8.
Here we go, Shaq.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Back to the air one more time. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Pistol give to Singletary. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Now, faking the give. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
It is brought in the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
In motion, Lamb. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And here we are in December, so it's speculation season. Who might be the MVP? You'd have to say he's most likely the favorite as we enter the final weeks of the season. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Robinson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors.
decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
On second down, it's Singletary. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Go! Throwing now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go, sack.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Yeah! Here we go! 26! 26!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Prescott on first down. The open man is Tolbert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 6
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
He is good. Makes the score Giants 84, Cowboys 37.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. In motion, it's Robinson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll run once more with Singletary. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yeah!
Dak to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. The home team's offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Singletary. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try and run for the first with Singletary.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Here's Dak to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Prescott now. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cowboys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
On the handoff, Singletary. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Singletary. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Here we go, Shaq.
He'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Shaq.
Here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Here's 3rd and 2.
Go!
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Set! Go!
Now, a handoff to Singletary. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go!
Up the middle, here's Singletary. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Okay, break!
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready!
They'll run. It's Singletary. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Shut up! Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Singletary. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Looking for a 3rd down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Ready!
Now Singletary. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now!
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.